Hello, my name is Carla Martinez and I'm super excited to show you this very easy recipe of gluten-free crepes. It's easy to bake, you need very simple ingredients that probably you already have in your home, and that is very healthy because it doesn't have any added sugar, and you can use it for savory and sweet. At the end of this video, I'm just going to put all of the recipe so you can just screenshot it or copy it or do whatever you want with the recipe. Here I'm going to show you how I do it. Let's start with the ingredients that we will need to make these wonderful gluten-free crepes. First of all, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Then we will take 3 cups of milk. Just remember that you can use any kind of milk. You can use oat milk, rice milk, coconut milk. I'm just using regular milk. Then 2 cups of gluten-free flour. Then we will take 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And as last thing, we will just take 4 large eggs. I'm so excited to start mixing all the ingredients. Here we are. We crack the 4 eggs into a bowl. And then we stir them with a whisk. Then you take the 3 tablespoons of butter and add a tablespoon of olive oil in the bowl. And then let's do some magic. Let's melt the butter. Actually, I just melted in the microwave. And then we keep stirring. Now let's add the milk. And let's add 3 cups of milk. And we stir a little bit more. Now it comes the most tricky part. Add the 2 cups of gluten-free flour. Just because you need to add it slowly and making sure that it's even and there is not any clumps. Here you just need to be patient, but I promise you, you will have perfect gluten-free crepes. You can let the bowl rest for 5 or 10 minutes and don't forget to clean. That's actually the texture that you need to have. Do you see it? Kind of liquidy, running. If you don't have this texture and you have it more liquid, just add a little bit more of flour, and if you have it too thick, you can add a little bit more of milk. That's the key. That's what we're looking for, this texture. Add some oil to the pan, and with some paper towel, you just wipe off the extra. Actually, that's a huge trick that it works very well. Pour the butter onto the pan with a ladle or, if not, a big spoon. It's important that the pan is very warm. Here I'm going to do it a little bit closer so you can see. You pour it. You need to leave the pan warm. I put it at almost maximum, almost all the time. And here you can see the trick of the bubbles. You know that it's ready to turn to the other side when there is some bubbles. And here I'm going to zoom it a little bit so you can see these bubbles are the ones we are talking about. Perfection. And once you have all full of bubbles, you just do the other side. And here you can see the color. You're looking for a little bit of brown, but not too much. And here you can see incredible, a perfect gluten-free crepe. And well, the best of this recipe is that they don't have any sugar, and you can do them for savory and sweet. And honestly, just the crepes are like so yummy. Let's see how you can eat them savory. A very easy recipe is that you take 3 onions, 2 garlics, and a bowl of mushrooms, a little bit of salt, and if you want, you can add a little bit of spices. And you just cut everything and throw it in a pan. Mixed all together. Oops, I throw it too much this time. And also I will put a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of salt, and sometimes I put a little bit of basil or any spice that I have. And you can just cook it in the side while you're making the crepes. So you're saving time. Okay, do you see that it's watery? You don't want to be like that. You need to keep cooking with a slow fire until all of the water of the mushrooms and the onions disappear. And once it's completely evaporated, you can just turn off the stove. Here we have it. Can you see? There is no more water. Now let's just take advantage that the crepe is warm and throw a little bit of camembert cheese on top, so then it will melt together with the crepe. And here you can see you can put as many pieces as you would like. Sometimes I put 2 and sometimes I put 4. And then slowly we will put all of the mushrooms with the onions on top, and it will melt everything together. You can put a little bit of ham if you would like to, but actually I think this combination just works perfect. You must try it. It just is so good. Camembert cheese with the onions and the garlic and the mushrooms is just so yummy. And the best part, if you put it in the pan like that and just let it melt all together, is just a perfect dinner or lunch to impress anyone. As you can see, I have a crepe pan, and it's just much easier to make crepes with a crepe pan. If you can buy it, do it. I actually buy mine super cheap, so I'm sure you can find it anywhere, and if not, I'm sure in an online. And here we are. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky, but I just take advantage of the melting cheese to put the crepe together. And here is the result of the savory crepe. So yummy. And here we are. I just prepared a fancy dinner, and you can do it too. Actually, I have impressed many friends with this dish and they always love it. You cannot go wrong with it. And here my husband is so hungry that he's not almost even looking at me. You can see how much he's enjoying it. And let's go to the sweet crepes. Honestly, it's just the best. Once you prepare the dinner, next day you have still some crepes left over and you just can make an amazing breakfast in a second. Here I have melted some dark chocolate and I'm just putting some fruit on top, and it's the best and healthier way to start the day. So yummy! Well, I hope that you enjoy this recipe. As you know, you can add anything that you want inside. I just show you 2 examples that I love eating, and just kind of fun because you can just have it for breakfast or make a fancy dinner with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, just leave it on the comments, and if you bake this recipe, please tell me, show me pictures. I can't wait to see all of your creations, and bon profit! Bye! There is very...